There's a video that went viral from the Texas state government. Texas House Speaker Dade Phelan had a rough moment that everybody's now pointing at and making fun of. The thing that we're going to ask here is, what the hell do you think is going on? Is homeboy having a stroke? Is he just drunk? Is he high? Is he tripping balls on some sort of hallucinogen or psychedelic drug? I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you. You guys are going to determine it, but let's take a look.
Mr. Speaker, I move adoption.
Mr. Campbell, send the amendment is acceptable to the author. Is there objection to the opposite amendment? The chair has none. The amendment is adopted. The chair recognizes Mr. Johnson of Harris. Mr. Johnson of Harris to speak in opposition to the bill.
You want the chair recognizes Ms. Niave Criado to speak.
The chair recognizes Ms. Niave Criado to speak in opposition to the bill.
What on earth is that, man? It doesn't feel like alcohol, right? It's like he looks put together, but he sounds really off. I'm going to run it back one more time because I'm trying to figure out myself, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Mr. Speaker, I move adoption.
Mr. Campbell, send the amendment is acceptable to the author. Is there...
You literally can't understand a word he says. He says like Mr. Campbell, and then it's like just total mumbo jumbo gibberish. That's glorious.
Mr. Speaker, I move adoption.
Mr. Campbell, send the amendment is acceptable to the author. Is there objection to the opposite amendment? The chair has none. The amendment is adopted.
The amendment's adopted. Come on, man. He freezes.
The chair recognizes Mr. Johnson of Harris. Mr. Johnson of Harris to speak in opposition to the bill.
He forgot the words the bill. Speak in opposition to the bill. Well, thank you. Thank you for recalling that.
You want the chair recognizes Ms. Niave Criado to speak.
The chair recognizes Ms. Niave Criado to speak in opposition to the bill.
See, to me, he sounds like confused and disoriented. Drunk is just sloppy. He doesn't look sloppy, but he sounds sloppy. He sounds confused and disoriented. So if I had to vote, I would say it's either weed, some sort of hallucinogenic drug. Let's see what they say in media here. Texas House Speaker Dade Phelan was the subject of a viral social media moment over the weekend, with users trying to decide whether the Republican was drunk or suffering a medical episode of some kind after a bizarre and slurring performance presiding over the House last week. The clip of Phelan shared by Greg Price on Twitter shows the Texas speaker barely understandable while presiding over the state House. Initial Twitter reactions suggested he was drunk and jokes were made. However, other users soon offered a note of caution indicating there could be a sign of neurological issue or even a stroke. If it's a stroke, I regret doing this segment because that's not funny. That's actually really sad. Grabian offered this approximate transcript. We know roughly what he said. We got anything else here? It's just a bunch of tweets. A Twitter search shows there have been scattered references to drinking in the State House in the past, including specifically about Phelan. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. At the time of this article, no explanation for the clip has been offered by the House or Speaker Phelan. I don't know, man. Again, if I had to vote, I would say either weed or some sort of psychedelic substance. It doesn't... Again, the reason why it doesn't feel like alcohol to me is that he seems confused and disoriented. He looks put together, but he seems confused and disoriented. Drunk, I would expect sloppier and louder. He's not like Janine Pirro is the classic, like, oh, you're drunk as hell on air all the damn time. It's a little different than that. I mean, it's subtle, right? It's nuanced, but it strikes me like that. I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you think it's alcohol? Do you think it's some other drug? I'm going to vote for some other sort of drug. Or do you think it's a medical issue? after that line about how there were questions about this in the past, I lean away from a medical issue, but let's hope it's not a medical issue. But by the way, if this guy really is like drunk as hell or high as balls on the floor, that would actually be very appropriate. It's a good symbol of America. We do all this virtue signaling, but then when push comes to shove, these guys are all just as screwed up as you, if not more screwed up than you. I'd vote for more because at least you're not taking bribes from corporations and doing their bidding, whereas these clowns are. So there you have it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.